What is the way in which we fix the economy with entitlements, spending, taxes? How do you see it?
I hate to say this on Fox, and I hope I'll be allowed to leave here alive, but I don't think there's any way we can cut spending enough to make a meaningful difference. We're going to have to raise taxes on very rich people with incomes of, like, say, 2, 3, 4 million a year and up, and then slowly move it down. $250 a year, that's not a rich person.
So you don't think Washington just has a spending problem?
I do not think they just have a spending problem. I think they have partly a spending problem, but they also have a too low taxes problem. And with all due respect to Fox, whom I love like brothers and sisters, taxes are too low.
That sounds like Bowles-Simpson.
It is Bowles-Simpson.
So you agreed with the declaration?
Yes, they have to cut spending and raise taxes.
But more revenue was brought in during the Bush years than any other time.
Well, because the economy was growing during that time, but even more revenue would have been brought in if they hadn't cut taxes. I mean, revenue is very largely a function of two things: tax rates and the level of economic activity. The level of economic activity was very high until 2008, so they were bringing in more money. But tax revenues actually fell from 2001 to 2002. Then they recovered.
Right, but Ben, and you have this great economic mind.
I don't.
Would the revenues have grown at the rate if the taxes were too high?
Well, the evidence is that there's no clear connection between the level of taxation and the level of economic activity. The biggest growth of prosperity we've ever had in this country was from roughly 1941 to roughly 1973. That was the best years we ever had, and those were years of much higher taxes than we have now during wartime and during peacetime. So the economy can grow very fast even with much higher taxes. And we're going to have to do something. Look, I do not want my children, my wonderful granddaughter, to be facing a bankrupt America. I don't think you feel.
But do you think the world looked anything like then like it does now? We were the only players back then.
Taxes were at 70-80%.
I know, and yet we were very prosperous. We were extremely prosperous. I mean, we had the highest rate was in the 90s during parts of the 50s, and yet we were very prosperous.